For every loved football manager, there's also one who is hated by everyone, starting with one of the most controversial figures in recent Manchester United history, Ten Hag. When he arrived in 2022, many fans hoped that he could bring stability and success back to a team that had been struggling since the departure of Sir Alex Ferguson. However, just a year into his tenure, the mood around Ten Hag began to shift.
This is the most deluded manager currently in the Premier League by some stretch.
One of the primary reasons for this frustration was his relationship with one of the biggest names in football, Cristiano Ronaldo. Ten Hag made the decision to bench Ronaldo on numerous occasions, even in key matches.
You don't hold on to Ronaldo to sit on the bench. It's just going to get uglier as the season goes on. And I think United have shown nothing but disrespect to Ronaldo.
The tension came to a head when Ronaldo stormed off the pitch early during a match against Tottenham Hotspur, refusing to come on as a substitute. The fallout from this led to even more questions about Ten Hag's relationship with his star player. While Ten Hag did lead the team to a Carabao Cup victory in 2023, many fans felt that the football on display was often too cautious and lacked flair. While Ten Hag became a divisive figure at Manchester United, Sir Alex Ferguson was the exact opposite. Ferguson's name is synonymous with Manchester United's golden era. He was at the helm of Manchester United for 26 years, and in that time, he led the club to an incredible 13 Premier League titles, 5 FA Cups, and 2 UEFA Champions League trophies. One of his defining moments came in the 1999 UEFA Champions League final, when his team staged a dramatic comeback against Bayern Munich to win the title. He also managed to secure the treble, making it one of his successful seasons. And when Ferguson finally retired in 2013, his departure marked the end of an era for Manchester United. Next, we turn to Rafa Benitez, a manager whose time at Chelsea is often remembered for some of the wrong reasons. His arrival at Chelsea was met with fierce resistance, largely because of his previous history with Liverpool. Despite this hostility, Benitez managed to guide Chelsea to a Europa League title in 2013. While he technically delivered silverware, his tenure was marred by the fact that the team never seemed to fully buy into his tactics.
You were not having Rafa Benitez, were you?
No, we were not. But coming into the club as well, I think the fans also didn't like Rafa. And same as well with the players. We didn't really accept him as one of us.
Despite the Europa League, Benitez was never fully accepted as Chelsea's manager. In fact, his tenure lasted only a year, and he was replaced by Jose Mourinho in 2013 after Chelsea's board made the decision to bring back the special one. Before we get to Mourinho's legendary run at Chelsea, we need to go back to where it all truly began. His rise to the top of European football started at FC Porto, where he won the Primera Liga, the UEFA Cup, and, most notably, the Champions League in 2004, defeating AS Monaco in the final. His success at Porto earned him a high-profile move to Chelsea in 2004, and it was there that his career truly skyrocketed. Mourinho immediately made an impact by winning 2 Premier League titles in his first 2 seasons. He built a Chelsea side that was dominant both domestically and in Europe.
It was virtually impossible to score against them. He was a fabulous defensive strategist.
And his success wasn't limited to Chelsea. After a brief stint at Inter Milan, he won a historic treble in 2010 with them. At Real Madrid, although he faced challenges in dealing with the egos of his star-studded squad, he still managed to bring success, including a La Liga title in 2012 and a Copa del Rey. For Mourinho, it's never just about football, it's about making his teams fearless, and his contributions to the sport will be remembered for years to come. Next up, we have Louis van Gaal, a manager who didn't exactly win the hearts of Manchester United fans during his time at the club. Van Gaal was appointed as United's manager in 2014. Van Gaal's failure to connect with key players was a significant issue. His relationship with some of the team's stars, including Wayne Rooney, Robin van Persie, and Juan Mata, was often strained. Perhaps the most infamous moment of Van Gaal's tenure came in December 2015, when United suffered a 2-0 defeat to Stoke City. The loss was the final straw for many fans, who had become tired of his defensive style and lack of attacking ambition.
His manager has to go. I think
that's time now.
Oh yeah, manager has to go. This has got to be his last game.
The board can't sit there and let Van Gaal have this to the end of the season. There's been no response at all. The players are really pissing me off as well. It's not just Louis van Gaal.
Where Van Gaal's football often felt mechanical and uninspired, Klopp brought energy and a clear identity, transforming Liverpool into one of the most thrilling teams on the planet. When Klopp was appointed as Liverpool's manager in 2015, the club was in a period of transition. Under Klopp, Liverpool's attacking football became some of the most thrilling and dynamic in the world. Players like Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, and Roberto Firmino flourished in Klopp's high-octane system. In 2019, he led Liverpool to their 6th Champions League title. Liverpool's crowning achievement came just a year later when they won the Premier League title in the 2019 to 2020 season, securing their first league title in 30 years. But Klopp's influence goes beyond just titles. His ability to get the best out of his players is one of the reasons he is so loved. He turned players like Jordan Henderson and James Milner into key figures in one of the world's most successful teams. But not every manager's story has followed such an uplifting path. Harry Redknapp is often seen as one of the more polarizing figures in English football. In 2008, he took over at Spurs, and his initial success in keeping the club from relegation earned him praise. While Redknapp guided Tottenham to 4th place in the Premier League in 2010, he was unable to push the team into the next level of consistent success. Despite having a talented squad, Spurs struggled to maintain consistency, and a late-season collapse saw them finish 5th in the Premier League. While Redknapp's time in management left many fans frustrated, Pep Guardiola has experienced the complete opposite at Manchester City. Guardiola's success story began at Barcelona in 2008. When he inherited the team, Barcelona was already a strong squad, but under Guardiola, they transformed into arguably the best football team in history. In his first season, he guided Barcelona to an unprecedented treble, winning the La Liga, Champions League, and Copa del Rey in 2009. After his success at Barcelona, Guardiola made a highly anticipated move to Bayern Munich in 2013. He led Bayern to 3 consecutive Bundesliga titles and 1 UEFA Super Cup. In 2016, he moved to Manchester City, where his legacy truly reached new heights. In 2018, Guardiola led City to a record-breaking 100-point Premier League season, making them the first team in English football history to reach 100 points in a single season. And his greatest achievements at City came in 2023, when he finally delivered the Champions League to the club, securing their first ever title. This victory, combined with their Premier League and FA Cup wins, gave City the coveted treble and solidified Guardiola's legacy as one of the greatest managers of all time.